Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia. I post a lot of book content over here. I also post crochet content and just regular day in the life vlogs. So welcome to my channel and to my video. Today I wanted to talk about a little bit of a book haul. It might be a shorter video just because I wanted to show just a few books that I bought recently. I bought all of these books from the book outlet, and this isn't sponsored in any way. I'm under no means that big of a YouTube channel to have sponsorships, but I bought all of these books from the book outlet, which is a Canadian owned company. Their headquarters are down in St. Catharines in Ontario by Niagara Falls, Toronto area. I used to really enjoy going there because my grandparents actually live in St. Catharines. So I used to enjoy going because they had a storefront where you could shop through the books, and it was huge. It's a huge warehouse, but unfortunately I think that it's closed now due to staffing issues, I believe, and they're just operating the online website. So I kind of just wanted to show this because I've been seeing a lot of things online saying that it's not really a reputable website, but I bought from them literally at least twice a year for the past 4 years since COVID started and I discovered them. This is my dog Jada, if you hear her walking around. So yeah, I just wanted to show the books that I got, to talk about them, but also to show that this is a good Canadian option for an online bookseller. I personally don't enjoy supporting bigger companies, certain big chains. It's just always better to support small and locally owned stuff, although the book outlet has been very successful in recent years. So all that to say, let's get into the books that I bought. I'm very excited about all of these. I might be getting a little spoiler. So the first one that I got is Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. And I just wanted to say sorry that the books are going to be backwards. Unfortunately, I am too insecure to have the back camera on, and I do just film on my phone because I think that I look crazy for some reason. So sorry, it's going to be backwards, unfortunately. But yes, Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. So I have never read a Brandon Sanderson. Actually, I do own Mistborn, which I'm going to get into, but this was a recommendation from Charlotte Michelle here on YouTube. I do enjoy her channel. So I'm really excited about this book because it's a Brandon Sanderson, but it's, I think, a little bit easier to understand than his crazy big fantasy books. But this follows a main character, and I'm really excited for this because it's kind of pirate book, but basically our main character has lived on an island her whole life and she collects teacups, and then she has to go, her best friend goes on a voyage with his father, but he never comes back, so now she has to venture off of her island to go and find him. That's what the synopsis says. So I'm so excited for this because one of my favorite books, if not my favorite book of 2024, was Fable by Adrienne Young. That was amazing, and that was a pirate book, and I just really haven't consumed so much pirate content. So I'm excited for this because I hope that it has a lot of pirate stuff in it and themes about the ocean and voyages and boats and stuff like that, because that's something I'm really interested in. So yeah, Tress of the Emerald Sea. I just want to show any imperfections in the book because that's something that I was seeing online, is that people said that they have got books from book outlet that have been completely destroyed and stuff, and I know that you do have a really good return policy, and I also wanted to talk about the pricing of the books because these books are really cheap. So for example, this one is this hardcover book, and it has this dot here because it's an overstock book. Basically, it's so silly that they do this, but booksellers or companies will put this dot with marker on the book that means that it can't be sold no longer at full price, basically, or something like that. It's an overstock book. And this one also has this sticker here saying 30% off Target. And we don't have Target here in Canada, so this book came from somewhere in the States. I really am interested in the journey. Where did you come from? It's kind of like when you thrift a book. It's sort of similar to thrifting books. But for this one, I got this for $12.99 Canadian, so pretty cheap for this hardcover book. Again, I just want to say this isn't a sponsorship or anything in any way, and I don't think that people are going to think that it is, but yeah, I really do like this website, and it's a good place to get cheap books, and I just wanted to share some books, okay? Next, I got Ordinary Human Failings by Megan Nolan. And I haven't also read a Megan Nolan book, and this is the second one I'm buying, but she wrote Acts of Desperation, which I'm so excited to read because that's, again, weird girl fiction, which is something that I'm really into. But this one follows, it says, just a little small blurb here says, When a 10-year-old child is suspected of a violent crime, her family must face the truth about their past in this haunting, propulsive, psychologically keen story about class, trauma, and family secrets. And it's set in 1990 London. So that sounds like a really good setting and a really interesting premise that I haven't really read so much about. So yeah, excited for this one. And for this one, it has a little bit of smudging on here, which you might not be able to see, but it's just a little bit discolored. It does have the dot as well, and then on the back there's more of that discoloration, but that's not impacting me from reading it. The next one is called Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, sorry. This was a recommendation. Actually, it wasn't like a full recommendation, but I just heard about it on a channel called Aubrey's Crafting Corner. And she talks about some books as well that she's reading. So that's where I heard about it. And I really do like her channel. So yeah, Demon Copperhead. This is a story of a boy whose name is Demon Copperhead, born to a single teen mother in a single wide trailer with no assets beyond his dead father's good looks and copper-colored hair and a fierce talent for survival. So yeah, and it's a retelling of, I think it would be considered a retelling of Charles Dickens' David Copperfield from his experience as a survival of institutional poverty and its damages to children in society. But it's kind of taken from a modern perspective now of being in this modern age, and I believe Aubrey said that it deals with like substance abuse and harm to children, maybe. Obviously I can't say that this is my review because I haven't read it. But stunning cover. I really like that, and I really like the foil on it. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this, and I might also read other Barbara Kingsolver books because I know that she has some other books as well. But yeah, this one is a soft cover or whatever it's called, and has the line, but nothing too bad. And this says winner of the Pulitzer Prize. It's one of those stupid fake stickers. I hate those. I forgot to mention the price. So for The Ordinary Human Feelings was $11.49 and this one was $10.99. What I'm saying is the Canadian price. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be a little bit of a tougher read, but hopefully it won't emotionally damage me too much. But again, that's just something that I know that the writer herself is like a white woman, but it's dealing with really bad poverty and stuff, so it's like different perspectives and outlooks on the world from the main characters that I haven't read a lot of. So that's going towards my reading goal of just having a little bit of a more diverse reading. So next, this is so crazy. I keep buying like sequels and books by authors that I haven't read before but already own their books. But I did buy More Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagasawa. Stunning cover, and it just looks so cute. It's just so cute. This is a small little book, and I do have Days at the Murasaki Bookshop that I haven't read, but I know I'm gonna love it. It's like that cozy Japanese style fiction, and I don't really want to read what this says, but it's just set, oh my god, at a Japanese bookshop in a nearby coffee shop. But I don't want to read what it says so bad because I didn't read the first one yet. But yeah, I did pick up this one, and line, no damage. Cute cover, love it. Okay, then, and that one was, sorry, $8.99. Then I got Annie Bot by Sierra Greer. This one I'm just so excited about. I've been hearing about this one for a while, but I just haven't pulled the trigger to buy it new. But it's about a sex doll. Her Annie Bot was created to be the perfect girlfriend for her owner, Doug. Designed to satisfy his emotional and physical needs, she has dinner ready for him every night, wears the cute outfits he orders for her, and adjusts her libido to suit his moods. But she's learning too. Doug says he loves that Annie's artificial intelligence makes her seem more like a real woman, but the more human Annie becomes, the less perfectly she behaves. So yeah, and it says, Annie Bot is an explosive meditation on intimacy, power, autonomy, and control. So I am just really excited from this. So interesting. Like, again, like, I'm just constantly in awe of authors who can just think of things like, and I haven't read it obviously, but think about these topics to write about. Like, let me write a book about the perspective of being a sex doll. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, it's so creative, and this is why I really love reading and really love creative writing, is because it's just so creative and it really gets your brain thinking about new things. And I really, really hope that one day I can maybe write a book that could be, you know, as interesting as some of these ones that I'm mentioning. But I know I haven't read them yet, but you know, I'm sure they'll be good. But yeah, I'm just so excited for this one specifically. I think it will be interesting. This is again in that like weird girl or like fiction or like the feminist sort of fiction. So I'm interested in that. So yeah, love this one. And it has this little sticker on it. It says, everyone saves 50% off. Who's everyone? It doesn't say what store or anything. It's funny. And dot on it. And this one was $11.49 as well. And the last book that I bought is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. I believe that this is a classic. It says Mariner Classics on here. This is a recommendation from Charlotte Michelle on YouTube. I've mentioned her before. I really do like her recommendations. But yeah, this follows it's the multiple winner of the Hugo and Nebula Awards. It's a powerful classic story about a man who receives an operation that turns him into a genius and introduces him to heartache. And yeah, so he goes through this operation and then the treatment takes effect. It says Charlie, the main character, intelligence expands until it surpasses that of the doctors who engineered his metamorphosis. The experiment appears to be a scientific breakthrough of paramount importance until Algernon suddenly deteriorates. Will the same happen to Charlie? And Algernon is the mouse that this procedure was originally tested on. So this is so interesting, and Charlotte gave it good reviews. So I'm interested to read this one because it's a classic, sort of like how we make intelligence seem so important in our society and why that really means something. And maybe different people just have a different outlook on life, and the rating systems or whatever aren't that perfect. But yeah, it's a little bit psychological, sci-fi. I don't really know what genre this would be considered, but it's definitely a classic. And maybe suspense. Maybe it would be a little bit suspense or something like that. Dystopian a little bit. So yeah, that's the last one I got, and that was $11.99. So all in all, I ended up getting these 6 books, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were hardcover, which are usually more expensive. It came out to $67.94 Canadian. And I did have a $10 off coupon because I did a book haul from the book outlet around Christmas time, and they had sent that in the mail saying for your first order of 2025, treat yourself to $10 off. So I did, and the coupon did expire, I believe, sometime in February. So I wanted to buy some books before that coupon expired. So then with the $10 off, it was $57.94. Free shipping if you spend over $50. And we currently have a tax break. Maybe just here in Ontario, but maybe it's all over Canada, I'm not sure. But it ends just on Valentine's Day, I think, or something like that. But yeah, we have a tax break, so books are tax-free currently when I bought these, and maybe when you're still watching this. So if you're in Canada, maybe go to the book outlet and buy some books. But yeah, again, not sponsored. I don't think anyone thinks this is sponsored, but I just did want to bring some attention to and I've been trying to support smaller books and Canadian-owned book places, but just because I like supporting local, and I'm here from Canada, so I want to support Canadian things. But yeah, I just did want to bring maybe a little bit of attention, and maybe if people haven't heard of Book Outlet again, they'll give them a try. But I did see a lot of stuff online saying that like people would Google like one of the main searches is like, is Book Outlet legit, or is Book Outlet a scam? Because people see these really low prices, but I can guarantee you I've never gotten a bad book from them before, and I've ordered a lot of times. The one thing is that if you're picky about your covers, you cannot choose the cover that you get, and sometimes they do have little damages like what I've shown, but I've never gotten something worse than like a bent cover or something like that, and it really doesn't impact my personal reading because I don't really care how the books look physically. Yeah, so but you can't choose the covers because even sometimes you'll see the cover which you click on and buy is not going to be the cover that you're going to get, because that's just what they're displaying, but it's just whatever overstock they get. And they do have sometimes limited quantity as well because it is the overstock. So if you see something you like on there, you kind of got to go fast and get it. But yeah, this is my little book haul for the beginning of 2025. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. This is where I'll leave you. It's a bit of a shorter video, a shorter haul, but I hope you enjoyed, and maybe this give you some inspiration of some books to buy, even if you don't end up buying from Book Outlet. These are available almost everywhere, I think. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I did want to say, if you notice that I'm in the exact same spot, the exact same time, and the exact same outfit as my January reading wrap up, it's because I am. I'm filming these at the same time because I was in the mood to talk about books. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and check out my channel if you're interested in anything else. Thank you.